Alright, welcome back to Miles Edgeworth. Ace Investigator, I think? So I don't think this is actually an Ace Attorney, per se. Well, he isn't it. Whatever. Yeah, I apologize for audio issues. They plague my channel. You know it, I know it, everyone knows it. Deal with it, is my point. So anyways, thought long and hard about a voice to give this guy, and by that I mean I just kind of decided about 8 seconds before I hit the record button.
Hey, you in the fancy suit. Haven't you been jumping the gun ever since your opening move?
This man was in Kay's photo.
Whoa, I guess I should introduce myself first. My name is...
My name's Show-Off McShow-Offerson. Why do you ask?
Horace Knightley, the President's bodyguard. Second in command of his personal security unit.
Ah! Watch it, pal. That's not a toy.
Well, my dad, she just wants to come out and play. I can't seem to help it.
I was hesitant about this guy, but he seems douchey. Why do you have a gun if you're not a police officer?
She's a lady of Zhang. Only the President's bodyguards are authorized to use it.
What, a revolver? Oh, they did mention... You know what? My theory from the beginning, that might have been an inside job. Here we are with a revolver that, guess what, is illegal in this country, that they said.
Anyway, back to business. I got some news for you. There's good news and there's bad news. Which do you want to hear first?
It makes no difference to me. Do as you wish.
You sure? I'm giving you the first move. Alright, I gotcha.
You never want the first move in chess. You always want to react to other people. At least that's my strategy. I always take black.
I'll start with my pawn.
It seems you enjoy chess.
You play too, Mr. Fancy Suit?
It's Edgeworth, and I do have a fondness for chess.
Is that so? Well then, Chessmaster Edgeworth, I'll start with the good news. The President's safe. Not a scratch on him.
I thought he was referring to a safe that the President owned. Silly me. Really? That's great, pal. It seems the young lady was not a murderer after... Oh, fuck. It's been a couple days. I need to recall voices. Simple country lawyer. It seems that the young lady was not a murderer after all. Good for you, Nicole.
But Whoa there, don't forget, there's still the bad news. The President is safe because his bodyguards protected him. Actually, I had nothing to do with it. It was the leader who protected him.
How was this bad news?
At the cost of his own life.
Oh. That would be the other bodyguard. Rook, was it?
Yeah, that's right. Rook died to protect the President.
He just said that, Edgeworth. A little slow on the uptake. What? Is that so? Rook is dead. What a shame. That means Nicole. Yeah, I'm really trying with Faraday. If you don't like it, I'm not a fan of it either. I can't do none of the ridiculous female voices I have in my arsenal suit Faye very much. It's K Faraday. Suit K very much, but you know, I'm doing what I can with what I have.
It means that the little lady killed him, my brother in arms.
That ain't true. I ain't a murderer.
Whoa there, pipe down, little Miss Murderer. Jeez, even if we had to make a sacrifice to protect the king, it was a pretty bad move. That castling.
You're saying the knight? Yeah, the knight would have been a better sacrifice. Rooks are damn good. Sacrifices and castles? What's he talking about, sir? They're all chess terms. He's saying Rook's life was exchanged for the President's. On the other hand, you can't castle when you're in check, so his analogy is faulty. This guy sure talks funny, sir. Horace Knightley, was it?
What do you want?
I'd like to examine the victim's body as soon as possible. And if it's possible, I'd like to question the President.
Sorry, but I can't let you do that.
What?
I got another piece of news for you, and this one's a doozy.
So good news and bad news was a lie. There's good news, bad news, oh, and this third thing. There's another piece of news.
From here on out, this investigation will be handled by the Zhangfa police.
Lang? Is Lang gonna come in? What? What's going on, pal? This case is under our jurisdiction. You have no right to interfere.
You're Prosecutor Edgeworth, right? The President knows about you in solving the Yadagarasu case.
By the way, that's not the translation team's lacking. So far, the translation team's done a bang-up job on this game. That is the actual name of the Master Thief from the first game. I'm honored.
That's why the Chief Prosecutor designated you to be in charge of the case.
It seems the Chief Prosecutor made a little appeal to the President.
But it looks like you're the wrong guy for the job. I didn't know you'd have this kind of reaction. It's the President's orders. If you oppose, you'll cause an international incident. Capiche? Hey, little lady, get over here. We'll continue your questioning inside the President's plane.
Now that I'm seeing Winston Payne over there, it might be a bit too similar. I'll have to, if Payne comes back, I'll make him more nebbishy. I doubt he will be back. He only had a very brief cameo in the first game, and he doesn't even get a little picture thing in this game. He just exists over there. No! I didn't do nothing.
Hey now, don't be a baby. You're scared of a little Zhangfa justice?
Man, I want Lang. I miss Lang.
Mr. Prosecutor, please help me.
Miss Swift. It's clear that Miss Swift was the person in the red hood. However, that doesn't mean that the whole truth has been revealed.
I really didn't do it. Please believe me.
It's clearly an inside job. Isn't it really alright for it to end this way? All I see is a girl with eyes full of fear, pleading for help. That's all he sees. See that every day. Sweep it under the rug with random poor people I step on. That used to be Edgeworth. Certainly not someone who's committed a heinous crime. If I stand aside now and do nothing, the truth will be lost to the darkness. Yeah, that's another thing. In the first game, he kept saying the truth will be lost to the darkness. Always lost to the darkness with this guy. Very melodramatic. Very melodramatic. Yeah. What? What?
What the? You?
Oh, fuck. Pulling a baller move there, Shelley. Silence. What the is an impolite way to greet someone. Your neck injury has yet to heal, and you've already forgotten.
No, not you, not now.
It seems you've remembered.
Hey, what are you doing?
Fuck. Cut it out, pal. Whatever. This might be the hardest to do consistently.
You got some nerve to do that right in front of the detective and prosecutor.
Stop, stay out of this. He's out of your league.
Mr. Doe, what on earth are you? I am not merely a simple ice cream salesman. Holy shit.
He's a professional assassin. His name is Shelley the Killer.
Shelley the Killer? Are we really gonna get a flashback to... There's no one in law enforcement who doesn't know the name The Killer. An assassin who will carry out any request without fail. He was once involved on a case I handled. I was hoping for a flashback to that case. It's been a while, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Although I do believe this is our first face-to-face meeting. That's true, he did use a radio. The real assassin was you. The real assassin was you all along. That is correct. I received a request from a key individual to take the president's life. I should have seen his face before in the case files. Curses, I was careless. I'm glad I hid a knife inside my bandage before I entered the park, even though my calculations were a little off. A knife, not a gun. Now, Mr. Knightley, shall we play the game you love so much? Of course, the stakes will be your life.
What are you demands?
I want you to relinquish investigative authority back to Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's a bizarre request, Mr. DeKiller. Investigative authority?
What are you playing at?
I simply want you to allow Edgeworth to continue his investigation. Ah, fuck.
Huh? Why do you want that?
Rook is an opponent who is connected to me by fate. I would like to discover the truth about his death. When that man died, the investigative authority transferred to you. I am simply asking you to give it back to this prosecutor. With your life at stake, this really isn't the time to be stubborn.
Why, you're just using the investigation to get close to the president.
And what if I am?
Well, that's a big deal, you assassin!
Indeed, in order to continue the investigation, it is necessary that we enter the president's plane.
As the leader of the president's bodyguards, I won't allow it.
Oh, I thought you were only second in command. Well, I mean, Rook's dead, so...
Now that Rook's gone, I'm in charge.
I'm not sure if you're as capable as Rook was.
What are you saying? I'm totally the leader now.
Very well. In that case, please exercise judgment befitting of a leader. You can lose your life here needlessly, or will you allow the investigation to continue? I mean, I don't know if this would be needless, Mr. DeKiller, because, like, if he dies here, you don't have a hostage. And then you're arrested, and, well, I mean, there wouldn't be a leader of the bodyguards at that point. Still, it'd be bad for you if you lost your hostage.
Yeah.
He's using the investigation as an excuse? Why would he go to all that trouble? What is this man thinking? Oh, pain. Prosecutor Edgeworth, I trust you have no objections. Let us continue the investigation.
Mr. Edgeworth, what should we do, sir?
For now, we have no choice but to accept his proposal. At least we'll be able to investigate. But listen well, detective. I'll use the investigation to buy us time. Meanwhile, gather up all your men. Surround the president's plane so that he can't escape.
Right, roger that, sir.
To be continued. Wow, I was like one episode away from it to be continued. As I will save data. Might as well. I was using save states for, you know, just the sake of recording, but yeah, might as well save the game. The death of the bodyguard Ethan Rook and the arrival of Shelley DeKiller. A new development in this case has come to light. Under Knightley's direction, the door of the president's plane was opened. Never do that. After the paramedics attending Rook left, we set foot inside the plane, one by one. Feel as though... Alright, first of all, Faraday and Nicole really shouldn't be here, probably. Secondly, DeKiller and Knightley also shouldn't be here. Like, really, definitely. Oh my, where would the president be?
Who knows?
It seems he's just behind that door. Still a coward, I see. Dude, that dude's the size of an entire building, alright? He could just break your spine.
You think he'd just show himself in front of a hitman?
That's a good point.
Not a chance.
I also like the gas masks down there. It's, I don't know, reminds me of the pyro from TF2. Didn't I tell you already? My purpose here is simply to investigate the case. Well then, Mr. Prosecutor, we await your examination of the body. Right. For now, I have no choice but to obey and continue the investigation. The rest is up to Detective Gumshoe. I'm counting on you. If you have any respect for your salary, you'll get it done. The attempted assassination by the president became the murder of a bodyguard.
Looks like you could use some help, Mr. Edgeworth.
Well, I don't deny it, but, aren't you like 17? I can't remember. Shit. Well, off limits. 35. 24. Age unknown. Yeah, that's fair. How old's the president? Terrifying, man. Anyways.
See exactly. If that's the case, then it can't be helped. Just leave it to the great thief K. Faraday.
Stop announcing you're a thief.
Nope.
Said with such certainty.
Instead, I'll stick to being your support. Right, let's get straight to the investigation.
I didn't think she'd be back in the first case. I would have thought second case. We need to buy time for the police to prepare. I'll need to draw out the investigation for as long as I can. So, Killer, how you been? Kill anyone noteworthy lately? How about that Matt on guard fellow? He was a real peach. Okay, I'm gonna look at these. 2 gas masks lay on the table, ready to protect against poisonous gas attacks. The president seems to be quite fearful of assassins.
So this is the rumored gas mask. It's my first time seeing the real thing.
Never seen a gas mask before? Rumored? Among the great thieves?
No, the Jammin' Ninja, the children's program.
Fucking everything. There's the Pink Princess, the Steel Samurai, and the Jammin' Ninja. And I think there's one more in the newest Phoenix Wright game. It's the Plumed Punisher, the Plumbed Punisher. I can't remember.
During Princess Viola's wedding ceremony, the poison-tongued ninja Simon Cowell.
Really? Translation?
Fan guys, really? Simon Cowell?
I should stop listening to her so seriously. It never seems to pay off. True.
So, how's it going?
I have high hopes for you. Please ensure you do not disappoint me.
So, what you think of this?
This is the first time I've seen one in person. Is that your license? I myself.
You mean there's actually a license to kill?
There isn't one, actually. However, if you insist.
Don't worry about it. That's one truth I don't need to steal, Mr. Killer.
Even a great thief's pride is nothing before the presence of a professional killer.
I like the killer. He's very straightforward.
How is your investigation progressing? There is no need for concern. It is proceeding smoothly. You remember how much I detest betrayal.
Yeah.
All too well. I thought you would. So please don't do anything you'll regret. I have no choice but to obey him for now.
He really hates that. This is nuts. I'm being used to get an assassin on the president's plane.
If we didn't enter the plane, the investigation would have come to an end.
You're not fooling anyone. I know what you're after.
I believe I've already said that my only interest is the nature of Rook's death. But what about the person who hired you to assassinate the president? Perhaps you have forgotten.
Yeah.
I have no intent to carry out a job I deem futile. Very well, let's continue the investigation. Splendid. I have the utmost faith in your ability, Mr. Prosecutor.
You know, I don't carry out jobs that are futile is quite the he'll kill anyone you ask attitude that was presented earlier.
A sturdy life preserver resting against a table. It's a central life-saving tool. I suppose this is a precaution in case someone accidentally falls into the ocean.
The ocean, huh? Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, how about we go together sometime?
If you want to go, just go by yourself.
Aw, don't be such a party pooper. Let's go visit the ocean. Think about the hot dogs and the shaved ice. It'll be delicious.
You just want to go to the ocean to eat. I want hot dogs and shaved ice. Yo, man, I wish I can go get some shaved ice. I love snow cones. Don't know where there is a good snow cone place around here, unfortunately. There's a lot of tools around here. It's an inflatable lifeboat with an oar sitting on top. Looks like it's ready to be used at any time.
Hey, there's only one oar.
Well, I guess you could try to paddle with your hands. That's a little silly. There's an internal and external views in the plane are being monitored by these monitors. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Okay, so that's a particularly interesting one. This one-horned bull. Also that one. The others seem relatively benign. This one's us. They got little details right, too. There's a little red coat of Edgeworth and Faraday's neck. That's great. The monitor shows what's happening in this room. That seems redundant.
They've got some pretty good tech.
Is that so? I don't know much about these types of things.
It even captures the fine lines around your eyes, Mr. Edgeworth. Oops, my bad. Those are the usual wrinkles on your forehead.
Okay. Is that all you wanted to say?
The hell is this thing?
What's this thing?
Oh, that's the president's precious stuffed animal. I don't really get it, but it's some kind of keepsake. Don't touch it.
Precious? That's unexpected.
Hey, it kind of looks like there's been a break-in.
Indeed, the area it stands on does look a bit unnatural. Are those glass shards underneath the stuffed animal? This is an unnatural empty space. Perhaps. Is there another monitor here?
Curdy Marday, draw down the organizer. Yeah, alrighty. Static?
These monitors show the cockpit and the aircraft's exterior. Doesn't seem to be anything out of place.
Okay, static's not important. Well then, we got it. Oh yeah, what's our logic? I need to check that real quick.
Assassination attempt. The premeditated crime.
I feel like these could go together. Because I'm still sticking with it's an inside job. It's possible these go together. Nope.
I can't see a clear connection between these two pieces of information.
Well, shit.
I need to think this over one more time.
No, I don't. I would have thought assassinate attempt as a premeditated crime and a gun that's not allowed in this country would suggest it came from somebody outside the country. But hey, what do I know?
I won't rest until I'm explained.
What is this? If this is anything. Fuck me.
The bullet pierced his body just below his armpit, but went straight through the victim's body. Where did it go? Unfortunately, he was hit in an area his bulletproof vest didn't cover. Oof. It really seems like a well-aimed
shot.
The cause of death was most likely blood loss. The bleeding has stopped.
Cause of death, blood loss, bullet passed through his body. Okay. Paramedics were called to treat Mr. Rook, right?
I'm afraid they didn't make it in time.
What I wanted to see was... Alright, that's nothing. The suitcase?
This is a bulletproof attaché case. It's a tool bodyguards use to protect themselves from bullets.
Is it?
It can be seen in Kay's photo.
Yes, it can.
It seems Rook and Knightley both had one.
Protects against bullets, both Rook and Knightley possessed one. Ah! There's a scene I stole on film.
You didn't do anything illegal in taking this.
Anywhere, anytime. I'm always in the mood to steal.
You just wanted to use the word steal, didn't you?
Have I been caught?
I've dealt with women like her. I wish Kaida were here. She'd be a perfect Kay Faraday.
That's not what stealing is. Doesn't matter, I stole it.
It seems the victim also carried a gun.
Do you try and shoot something?
He may have drawn it out instinctively to return fire. We need to check to see if the gun has fired any bullets. It's still fully loaded. There's no evidence of any shots being fired. The gun is also from Zhang Fa, right?
Ah, yeah. We were always issued the same model revolver. Hasn't fired a single shot, manufactured in Zhang Fa. 6-shot revolver.
His face?
Maybe the hand.
victim is Ethan Rook. He was the president's bodyguard.
After hearing the gunshots, he immediately evacuated the president to the plane.
He gave up his life to fulfill his duty.
Does this mean he'll receive a posthumous promotion?
Okay, there's no need for forced comments.
How did you know?
Bodyguards don't follow that promotion system.
Yeah, he's not a soldier. The blood, maybe?
There's a square outline cut into the floor. In the gaps you can see some hinges.
Okay, I wouldn't have noticed that. This is a secret entrance disguised as an escape hatch. Using a rope ladder, the president will make his great escape.
So is he going in or is he coming out? Which one is it?
I just told you. It's a secret entrance for escaping. It's just disguised as an escape hatch. Wait, what?
Looks like she confused herself.
Yep, kinda to a T.
Okay, I can't think of anything else to check. Maybe the face. Gun, bullet hole. I can look at the face, I guess. Victor. Okay, I already read that. Alright, well... do you have any logic that's worth looking at? Ah, Rook's gun. Hasn't fired a single shot. Bullet went straight through, where did it go? 6-shot revolver. Rook's gun. A gun prohibited in this country. Maybe... since... these two would be the only thing I can think of. Because it mentions it's a 6-shot revolver, followed by a 6-shot revolver that's prohibited in the country, and manufactured in Zhangfa. So, I got room for error. I'll connect these two. And hell yeah! And these two guns, they're the exact same model. These guns came from Zhangfa. And I'm like way over time on this, so I'm going to end the episode right here. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Tokenlad. Talk to you later, shrewd negotiator. See you around Ass Clans.